Morning. On the 8th, it'll be a month since I've been here.
Huh. There's some other shit I did, Chris.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Little ride on. Did a little hot rod. And my MAGA.
Yeah,
with the
MAGA.
Trump
I like
silhouette.
that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Trump looks a little fat. That's what everybody keeps telling me, but I'm like, yeah, well, you know.
It is what it is. I mean, he was a little chunkier
Oh yeah, yeah.
before he became president.
Yeah, but he didn't age as bad as some of these other presidents. But that's
No.
because he ain't lying like all these other fucking presidents do.
Yeah, well, it's like he's aging in reverse, though. It's weird.
If he would manage to pull another term off after this one, that would just be amazing. Because he's what? I forget how old he is. He's all but 80.
78.
78, yeah. And I don't know, man. I mean, at this point, he still seems like he could do it. But that old age can catch up with you real quick in a short term.
Yeah, I mean, well, it caught up with Biden pretty quick, but we already knew because he was in the basement.
He was in the apartment.
Yeah. That's just amazing that he ran from the basement and won.
Yeah, well, he cheated.
Still,
Well, we know.
Well, yeah. I mean, how can you evaluate somebody if you can't see them? You know.
Exactly.
That's pretty much the only reason he got in.
And because people didn't want Trump, their Trump derangement syndrome was so fucking high, and now, then when Biden was in, they were like, "Oh shit, sorry." That was like a third of them.
Yeah, yeah. Oops.
And I was like, "Yeah, motherfuckers." And it's like that's exactly why we didn't want him.
Yep. Fuck yeah. I know it sucks not having Dan Bongino anymore. Sheesh.
Yeah.
I found him to be the most insightful and the best information out of anybody else I watch on YouTube. Maybe Mark Levin, but Dan had inside opinions, and knowledge.
Yeah.
Nobody else has that. So it does suck not having him. Vince ain't doing too bad. The guy that's covering for him. He's had he's talked to Trump. He's talked to J.D. Vance now. He's talked to Tucker Carlson. I mean, he's doing pretty good. He just doesn't have the knowledge or insight that Dan had. Yeah. He just brings a little bit. He don't have the same content. But I'll still watch him. I'll still watch him. And Evita. And now at 6 o'clock, they got Haley on. She's pretty good. I forget what they call their new thing. Silverlock, it might be.
Morning, Dave. How you doing, buddy?
Morning, Dave.
Simba. Meow.
Meow.
Simba.
That's a hell of a picture to wake up to.
Simba. Meow. Oh, my little girl. I love you. I love Brady too. Even if he's a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
See, these are the signs that they show you when you look at their ad, Mike.
Okay.
That looks nothing like the shit they sent me.
Yeah. Huh. Tell him to find something else. Tell him try again, motherfucker.
There's Fat Girl. What are you doing, Prego, huh? What are you doing, Prego? I know, I'm being mean calling you fat.
Stop.
She's so miserable.
She's the one that got knocked up.
I don't think any of our cats are miserable.
She's only miserable because she's pregnant with kittens right now.
Yeah, she's ready to poop. Okay, why is the chat not showing up on here? Sorry, I'm just making sure.
Heading to Hills later for a few days. Looking forward to it.
Are you leaving today, Dave?
Is that fucking rain? It's raining.
Oh.
Damn.
We're supposed to get some pretty good storms later this afternoon, starting about 2 or 3.
Yeah, later. It's raining here right now. Raining pretty good too.
Yeah, they're calling for a couple of straight showers this morning.
That sucks. I wanted to get out for a little ride this morning.
Probably won't last that long, so you'll still be able to go out there.
Yeah.
Let me pull up the radar.
Dave says yes this afternoon.
All right, bud. Well, be safe. Just check in if you don't mind. Let us know you're still safe. We worry about you.
Yeah.
You do still live, amongst the crazies.
That he does.
I resemble that remark.
Yeah, but you're not in Colorado though, and you're a good kind of crazy.
Right?
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Well, no, not. He's getting ready to puke.
Uh-oh. Yep. It'll be cleared up about 9:30, 9:45, Mike.
Cool.
And then it looks like there's not going to be anything till, well, I guess that just runs out, but it looks like it's pretty clear up until 1 o'clock. She'll give you a small window to ride in the afternoon.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I hope you have a good time, Dave. I know how much you enjoy getting out there and getting in the dirt and just enjoying time. Is Christopher going with you this time, or?
I caught all of that with Kleenex. Of course, Brady was pissed, but that I was getting in his way. I'm puking, but it's like I don't want to bring this fucking blanket downstairs to wash it.
Yeah.
He'll never mind. I'm not doing that. I'm being good.
No, he'll do it later.
Can you hear this motorcycle?
Yep. I heard it.
Well, you'll hear it even more in a second. He's about ready to go flying by here. Oh no, he's slowing down. He's turning. The morning blessing. As the sun rises, Lord, let your light shine on me. The warmth of your presence, the brightness of your love, the radiance of your joy, the shining of your hope. Let your light shine on me. In Jesus' name, amen.
And Dave says, yes, Chris, Kyle, and I.
Awesome. That makes it even better. So, yay. It's always more fun when you go with people that you care about.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It says we only post people having a bad day. This guy is definitely having a bad day.
Oh, no. He just grilled his freaking phone. And then he put it on the fucking couch. You're on mute, Mike. Oh, damn. What a dumbass.
We.
Oh, shit. People in their brains, they don't fucking think at all.
Damn Kamala voters.
Well, yeah, speaking of Kamala voters.
Oh, God. Ew.
Oh, wait till it comes into view and you see the tattoo on her arm.
I can't see it.
Oh, commie. She's a communist. She's a CCC.
CCCP.
Oh, she's a China bitch.
That's our little Kamala.
And she's holding a freaking crossbow and she's holding it wrong.
Yeah. Go figure. She probably got lessons from Timmy.
Yeah, tampon Timmy.
Yeah, tampon Timmy who can't fucking operate a rifle.
Nope. And he was supposed to be a
Idiot.
fucking veteran.
Yeah. Did you see that shit where he said about he watches the Elon Musk stock falling?
Yeah.
And he gets a fucking a boost from it? What an asshole.
Oh, it gets worse than that though. His state's retirement fund is wrapped up with over $400 million of his constituents' retirement funds are wrapped up in Tesla. So when that goes down, it screws them.
Yeah. Leftists are so stupid, you know. They want to fight for the green shit, but then they don't get their way, so they start burning Teslas. Well, that's not very green. I hate to tell them.
I mean, the plastics and stuff in the Teslas and then the lithium battery. Ooh, that's toxic as fuck.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yes. I saw one at Sheetz yesterday, a Tesla. The back door was a gull wing door.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was weird. I never seen one. I wanted to go over and talk to him, but till I came back out of Sheetz, he was gone.
Oh, before... sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, Chris forgot to mention something about fluoride yesterday.
Oh, yeah. The courts ruled against the EPA in their fluoride lawsuit where the EPA is trying to keep fluoride in the water tap water in a lot of cities and across the country.
Okay.
They now have to do a full study into the harmful side effects that fluoride has, and publish it and come up with a plan of action going forward. So that's a huge win for us.
Yeah, well, they should have plenty of material to study from now.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean,
there you go, buddy.
Go ahead.
There you go, buddy. I remembered that you wanted to talk about it yesterday.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, they say that if you read like the Crest Sparkle toothpaste, it says right on the thing that not to use more than a pea-sized dab in children under 5. And, and it says if swallowed can cause death.
Huh.
From the fluoride, not the rest of the toothpaste. That's just from the fluoride.
Wow.
So, let me.
And that's why they say contact poison control.
Yeah.
On the damn toothpaste. And it's like, why are we using it then?
Yeah.
I actually had to tell my dentist I'm allergic to the fluoride, even though I'm not. I just don't want it on my teeth. Now, if I use the VA dentist, I'm gonna have to tell them the same thing. That's like, nah, I don't want the fluoride on my teeth. Don't put it on.
Yeah.
And they don't put it on lightly. They glob it on.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
amazing
it's one
shit.
thing if you're going in for a cleaning and they're putting they're doing a soak on your teeth and then they rinse it out really good and have you spit it all out. I mean, I guess that's one thing, but I don't think you need to have it done every year. I would say maybe once every 3 or 4 years, maybe 5 even.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not talking about the stuff that you spit out. This is the stuff they put on your teeth and leave it on, and then you swallow it.
No, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
What the heck? What did you do that for? You son of a... Hold on. Sorry, y'all.
What'd you do that for?
Yeah, I went to fix part of the search thing, and it just completely disappeared the whole search.
Oops.
Nice. That was a sarcastic nice.
I don't want to... I'm looking something up before I say anything, so that way I don't have to go back later and say, hey, I was wrong, and, I don't want to have to be Sonny Hostin from The View.
Exactly.
Good morning, Thomas. Thomas, good morning, Dave, Chris, Mike, and Jamie.
Morning, Thomas.
Yeah, you don't want to be Sonny Hostin where she's like, I gotta know, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. Yeah, unless you got the money she's got, of course, But I don't think any of us got that kind of money.
No.
She's all that money anyway soon.
Yeah. I hope that lawsuit with Melania goes through. I haven't heard nothing about it lately. But Melania was suing the hell out of her.
Her husband's probably going to prison for insurance fraud.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the corruption on the people that pull for the left is just unbelievable. They're so fucking blatant with this shit,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, Yeti.
What's up, Yeti?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Yeti.
What you doing?
Just chilling.
I'm fact-checking myself before I say something.
I I had to publish a slight retraction on the YouTube comment forum the other day. I misspoke slightly, but
shit happens.
Yeah.
Oh, first off, I'm not trusting anything from fucking USA Today. They can go.
They can go fuck the off. The fuck off.
Fuck the off. I like that. I'm gonna start using that.
What'd she say?
Fuck the off.
Well,
they can fuck the off.
You can tell where my brain is today. It's on vacation.
FTO, baby.
I had a girlfriend once. I told her she needed to write a book about all the made-up cuss words she came up with.
Okay. So here's why I said I won't use USA Today. I won't use Reuters, AOL, any of them, because they're sitting there saying the opposite is true. But Yahoo is actually being truthful about it.
How about that?
Oh, wait, maybe I'm wrong. Nope. I guess
What's
I'm
up,
wrong.
Thomas?
That sucks.
October 24th, 2023, it says. September 4th, 2024, it says that it didn't. So, I don't know. You're getting some. Maybe you heard about it, Yeti. Did the University of Texas revoke scholarships for people who were kneeling for the national anthem?
I hadn't heard anything about it.
I think what I heard, let me look this up. Now that I think about it, I think they had actually came up with a policy that told them that if they did, they would have their scholarships revoked. Oh well, who cares?
Let me try this. I don't know if
Kids
this is going to work without a subscription.
But it's all over my my Facebook stating that.
Well, I know my so-called representatives sent out an email. This isn't related to what you just brought up, but it's one of those things. It's got all the fancy pictures and whatnot, and says he's proud to announce a bill of his is on the calendar for the kids, abducted and mistreated kids. And I responded with, it sure would be nice if you could do something about the tyrants at the Bowie Police Department, but that'll probably never happen. Well, I guess, what the hell? This shit won't load. I'm going to try it again.
Yeah,
let me do a different tab. Yeah, I broke the internet.
There's Tanner.
Hi, Tanner.
What you doing? She's
Hi,
a good girl.
Tanner.
Oh, stretch it out, old lady.
Right.
Get your belly full. Get your belly full.
There you go, Mike.
That's super small.
What would y'all think if they could figure out how to do it? What would y'all think of Trump running for a third term? Well,
dude, I would love to see it. Did you hear how they're going to do it?
Well, I know how they would do it. They just have to repeal one law, which was put in place not because someone was abusing the office of the president. It's because the people kept electing him and the bureaucrats got pissed off.
Well, I heard on Mark Levine this morning that Trump is thinking he'll run this presidency out. J.D. Vance will run for president next with Trump as a VP. And then as soon as he gets in there, J.D. will drop out, basically, which will put Trump in the driver's seat again. So, I don't know, man. I'd love to see Trump in there a second term.
Yeah, I don't. The optics going that way might be not that great. I mean, I agree. I would love to see him in there a third time because there's a lot of shit that needs to be fixed.
Oh yeah,
My thing.
Go ahead.
I think we should be a little more reserved at this point. Let's see where he goes, see what he does with the rest of this term.
Yeah, 4 years is a long. 4 years is a long time when you're getting up there in years.
Well, not just that. I mean, he could do a right turn and say, yeah, screw all of you. I don't like you. I was just using you to get back in here so I can do this, and go do a completely opposite of what he told us he was going to do.
I
don't see it happening.
Exactly.
But I'm just saying it could happen.
That's pretty far out, but yeah, I mean, you can't rule anything out in this world. Never say never,
Right.
Hey, Chris, I just sent something in the chat. About ruling about a DEI in Texas.
Okie dokie. We'll go click on it and check it out.
Which university was it again?
University of Texas is Longhorn. And I was actually looking at
what the hell? Oh.
It was a thing on TikTok.
Good morning, Ruth.
There was a thing on TikTok, and I think that's kind of how it started.
Okay.
So, I'm not sure if it's technically over that, but because people do lie about it, because they want to say Texas is a misogynist state and stuff like that because of the conservative hold on it. So that's more than likely what's going on. But there is also a DEI law going into effect.
Let's see what Reuters has to say about
Stop, Brady.
Fact check. University of Texas isn't canceling scholarships because of students kneeling.
And when you probably get into the truth into it, probably has something to know. They're doing it because.
Right, that's what I'm looking for. As suggested in post sharing a headline that originated on a satirical website. That's what it is. The left can't take a fucking joke.
Gotcha. Okay. There we go. It was basically a fucking joke, Chris.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go, bud.
Well, I've heard lots of Tennessee and Alabama people say that Texas is a joke in the past, but I mean...
Oh, it is. I won't argue that point. It is. Texas ain't Texas anymore. I still love it. It's my home. I'm very proud of what it's supposed to represent. But it's just not representing it that anymore.
Yeah, no, I get it. And Texas, that's where my dad was born and grew up. I mean, he grew up in San Antonio, San Antonio and other places. I don't remember. I wish he was still alive to be able to say where all he's been.
Right.
But my grandparents, before my grandpa died, you know where Hurst, Texas is?
Yep. That's actually used to live out that way.
My grandma, well, she's my step grandma. I don't really consider her my grandma because long story short, family issues, but my biological grandma died 4 months before I was born.
Oh man.
But the grandma that I don't really consider grandma, she's still living in the house that my grandpa in Hurst. So
very nice.
She's taking forever, bro. I didn't say that.
My.
That was a nice trailer over there.
I didn't mean to say that, but
Oh, you're
my
good.
aunt, who is my dad's sister, she wants to help my sister and I out with the funds for the house, or like, because with my mom and dad being sick, um, my dad had a conversation with her, and I was there. This was a conversation we had, even regarding hospice at one point.
Mm.
Actually, this was right before we put him on hospice. But my aunt was like, "Do you want to do this and have some money for the girls?" And he said yes. So when my grandma croaks and my aunt gets the house and everything, she's gonna split the money and give it to my sister and I.
Okay.
That's nice.
Fair
Because
enough.
she wants to help my sister and I out because she knows that my mom was a big spender on the money, and she knows that my sister and I are not going to have that much money when the estate is all said and done.
Right.
So she just wants to make sure that we have something, and I'm
That's
very
good.
grateful for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like a very helpful and loving aunt.
Her and my mom's brother, who is my Uncle Bill. It's my Aunt Shirley and Uncle Bill that I love dearly. It's my Aunt Diane that I could, um, and that grandma. But my Aunt Diane, she likes to fucking steal.
Oh
So,
no.
she is wanting to help my sister and I out with the house cleaning, and my sister and I are going to be watching her like a hawk when she's here because of how she is, because she stole stuff from my grandpa before he died, and he he knew that she stole stuff from him. So, uh, but my aunt left stuff and at the house when she left in October, and we may have taken it. We may have taken it and kept it. But that's kind of what she gets for being stealing.
Right. People
So fuck it.
tend to appreciate being stolen from.
What goes around comes
No.
around.
Yep. And my sister and I don't even want that aunt down. So I'm actually thinking of telling my sister, "Hey, do you wanna fuck around and
Find out.
tell this aunt? Well, do you want to tell this aunt that we're going down this or doing the house cleaning this day, and then do it a week or two earlier, and then that aunt come down here and there's no house, no nothing to clean."
Might be a good idea.
Because my sister and I are going to get rid of a lot of shit. There is nothing that is of value in the house really anymore,
Right.
except that what my sister and I are going to take. But other than that, it's just like no one needs the shit that mom and dad had. It's not anyone else's but ours.
Right.
Like my fucking aunt. Okay, so let me show. Oops, sorry, Skittles. Do you see this on a silverware?
Uh-huh.
My aunt wanted this. She wanted to take it back in October. My sister had to tell her, huh?
Does she have a drug problem? And I don't mean, I'm not asking that as I'm just asking because a lot of times people who have who are have drug issues will try and get a hold of stuff like silver, and because it's easily high value trade in.
Yeah. I don't think she has a drug problem per se. That was my grandma. But her thing was, I never had anything this nice.
Oh, then you didn't work very hard, apparently.
Well, and her fucking house is a fucking trash. Like, her house is trash. I mean, the bitch doesn't clean.
Bruce says, Jamie, you and I have so much in common.
Yeah, sir. I don't mean to go in on my family history and stuff like that and like take over the show, but it's just like fuck. It's a fucking clown show here.
Families are complicated, no matter who you are.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Families can suck ass. I'll tell you that now.
It would take me a half hour. It would take me a half hour, 45 minutes to explain the crazy lineage in my family.
Yeah, and I mean,
step parents and step families, and oh my god.
But yeah, it's like I'm very glad that my sister and I were like all working together and everything. But now we've got the sneaky ass aunt that wants to take our shit, and we're just like, fuck you. It's like, leave us alone.
Yeah.
And then we've got fucking hospitals saying, oh, you weren't wanting to call the family to see what the fuck is up with Christy Erickson. It's like, the family already told you that Christy Erickson is dead.
You mean what's down, you mean? I'm not trying to be a dick, but...
Yeah.
But I don't know what they were looking for, but they're like, we didn't want to upset the family and everything, but we're trying to look for evidence that she actually died. And it's like, you can go in my brain. You can,
Crazy.
I'm like...
Well,
bitch?
you know what you could
I have that memory for life.
You could go submit a public records request for the death certificate,
which is what most people do.
Mm-hmm.
I probably would have been that dick that straight up told them, well, if you weren't retarded, you would submit a public records request for the death certificate. Now, kindly fuck off.
Thomas says, if it wasn't for family, who would be talking about each
other? But no, it's just, I'm so fucking, I don't want to deal with my mom's older sister who, like, because one of the cousins that came from that aunt, when my mom was really sick, my mom thought my sister and I were lying about her illnesses, and this cousin thought it would be a great idea to message my mom and say, oh, Aunt Christy, I got your back. Your older daughter and your younger daughter are liars. They don't know anything about your health. And it's like, we're the ones looking at the actual health records. You know, got shit. There's a reason why she was in the fucking nursing home.
Right. Well, here's the real question, okay? Had the roles been reversed, would they have made sure she got into hospice or whatever?
No.
Enough said. Tell her to fuck off.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got a pretty large family. I'm the oldest of, I don't know, 32 cousins, maybe.
That aunt had 11 kids.
Well, I've got 2 family members on my father's side who have had roughly about 9 to 12 kids each. One of them being the one that peed on an electric fence. But
hey, nobody said they were smart.
Well, apparently they were supercharged. That's my take.
Shocking.
Shockingly adventurous.
Right.
They lit up the room, literally, huh?
Something. Well, he also same person also set his room on fire, mixing chemicals when he was a kid, only to go on to work for NASA.
Dad's like, if you're gonna blow shit up,
wrong.
At least make money off it.
This individual is highly intelligent.
You probably won't find that on their resume.
Well, yeah.
No.
I don't know. Some of the people that have worked for NASA around that time, they might have said, "Oh, he was playing with chemicals this year. Yeah, let's bring him in."
Yeah, well, he knows not to do that now. You know.
Well, I don't think he ever did it again. I think he learned his lesson.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What Mike was saying.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you learned that lesson.
We got plenty of family members to complain about.
Bruce said, I had the same step-grandmother issues. Let's just say that.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts what the family on my mom's side is. It's such a disaster. Well, even on my dad's side with the money-hungry grandma.
Well, as long as your family tree don't have too many mating cousins in it, you're not doing too bad, I would say.
Too many switchback branches.
Too many
or siblings
straight up in the air.
Yeah, siblings, I should say, not cousins.
No, cousins are just as bad. First cousins, anyway.
Well, I was watching this show on Story TV yesterday, and they were talking about Caligula. They were talking about Caligula.
Yep.
How Caligula slept with his sister and shit, and it was like, wow.
Well, here's the thing, though. In Caligula's defense, that used to be a thing back with the ruling class back then.
Yeah.
In the medieval times and Roman times, was that in order to keep the bloodline pure, they would sleep with, marry their sisters and shit.
Yeah.
And then
but my grandma, she's the step grandma. She sent a card saying, "Your dad was such a nice guy. Sorry for your loss." She's like totally not with it and everything. And I sent this bitch a message after my mom died, and I'm like, I basically told her that her cards were tasteless at best, in that I noticed that when my grandpa died, that she pretty much stopped communicating with my sister and I, and that we noticed and pretty much told her to go fuck herself.
Sound like she deserved it.
Yeah, she did. Because it's like, my grandpa wanted my sister and I to keep getting money and stuff, even after he passed, and she stopped doing that. She stopped doing what he wished, and it's like, you're an asshole. Point blank.
I could never do that. If I'm imparted with somebody's last wish and it's within my power to do something about it, I'm gonna have to do something about it.
Stop, Brady.
Yeah.
Lay down.
You're gonna have to make the best choice you can, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't. That's unconscionable to me, to literally do the opposite of someone's last wish, especially if you're aware of it.
Yeah.
Well, like, she cared more about her daughter and son's kids than she did about my aunt and my dad. So it's like, you kind of see where her favoritism showed. And like, they were like, that side of the family, they are all proper. You don't cuss, you don't do any of this. You gotta dress nice, blah 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 blah. And that's not us.
Yeah.
How many of them were in the military? I wonder.
None of
Well, you know
none of
what?
them.
Exactly. That explains a lot right there.
We've got plenty to bad to say about John Fetterman,
Oh
but
Hmm.
Lord.
not one time have I ever been upset about what he wears to Congress.
Well,
And
I mean,
I've actually thought that we might need a little more of that because it's become so stiff and proper, to use Jamie's term, that it's basically ineffective. They're more worried about what they're wearing and how they conduct themselves than they are about doing anything for the American people. Not that I
Yeah.
think John Fetterman is doing stuff for the American people, but still.
Well, it's like they're lining their own pocket, which is exactly what my step grandma wants to do for her own family. And it's like, well, what about my Aunt Shirley, my sister and I? I mean, we just lost, like, my sister and I just lost our parents, and
Yeah.
you're not giving us crap. But yet, my Aunt Shirley, she wasn't even thinking about her own kids. She just wanted my sister and I to have something. And it's like, that takes a lot of balls, because even my aunt is proper, but she knows how I roll. She knows that I'm not 100% proper and stuff, but she knows how I was raised,
Yeah.
because I was not raised to be proper. So it's just, she thought about her own family, like her own bloodline that wasn't her own,
Yeah.
before she thought about her own. And I
Sounds like
highly
she was
respect
more
that.
concerned about who was the most in need versus
Yeah,
who was closest to her.
yeah. Because, like, my sister and I, my sister's gonna be paying $15,000 to this damn lawyer.
Yeah.
And I know it's gonna come out of the estate, but still.
the
Well,
estate
I'll
money
put.
comes out of your pocket, though. After all, because it takes away from you and your sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
All
mean,
right.
when I was growing up, my papa, the grandfather that recently passed away, uh, he'd always give shit to my brother first, and then I'd find out about it and I'd be like, man, I wish I could have something. That said, you know, if there's nothing from inheritance, or if my brother gets something and I don't, I'm not going to bitch about it. That's his fucking decision.
Yeah. Well, I didn't mean to, like, get all this in, like,
No, it sounded like you needed to vent.
yeah. Just a little bit.
Okay.
Sorry, Chris.
No, you're good. You're good. But I'm going to bring up a topic here real quick. What are you doing? Stop.
In 30 yards, take a right.
Being killed after a tourist submarine sank in the Red Sea in Egypt. The submarine, called Sinbad, was carrying 45
It'll play over
passengers just
again.
off the coast of the city of Hurghada. 39 tourists were rescued during the ordeal, and many were taken to a local hospital following the incident. The trip was supposed to take those on board to see the Red Sea's coral reefs. 6 Russian people are being killed after a tourist submarine sank in the Red Sea in Egypt. The submarine, called Sinbad, was carrying 45 passengers just off the coast of the city of Hurghada. 39 tourists were rescued during the ordeal, and many were taken to a local hospital following the incident. The trip was supposed to take those on board to see the Red Sea's coral reefs. 6 Russian
Did you hear anything about that?
No.
I didn't. Oh,
That's the
mine's
first
there.
time I heard of Iran.
I'm looking something up. Past, let's say 4 years. I didn't want since Jesus Christ. I am not researching all the way back to 2000. Fuck that.
Nice, Skittles. You're okay.
So here's what the submarine actually looks like that went down.
Oh, wow.
So apparently, from what I understand, is that it's able to go down to 75 meters and withstand the pressure. But they only are supposed to be going down 25 meters where they're going. So they're still trying to find out what failed.
Again. Put that up one more time.
I actually did see something about this.
Maybe it's just the lighting, but does the bottom of that, with the viewing windows, does that look like it's a different material than the rest of the sub?
Yeah, it does.
I bet that was their problem.
I think it's the lighting.
It may be the lighting, but if that's
the
a
light's
different
coming
material,
straight down from the top.
Yeah.
And it's just creating a huge shadow over top of the rest of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So. But,
thanks for letting me vent today. Sorry, I didn't mean to take over.
You're fine. Relax.
You're good.
Okay, so then we have this one here. I'm calling it Beepocalypse.
Oh?
Yeah. Apparently, over the last 8 months, and this story's just from one day ago. Excuse me, sir. But yeah, you're kind of you're cute and cuddly. They love you, but I need them to see what I'm showing here. This is a CBS.
The industry is in crisis over the shocking and unexplained deaths of hundreds of millions of bees over the last 8 months. It could impact all of us, as bees, called the backbone of agriculture, are responsible for pollinating more than a third of the nation's crops, and current losses are unsustainable. Janet Shamlian has more on this stinging decline.
This is what an unfolding disaster looks like in the U.S. beekeeping industry. Each of these hives can hold as many as 80,000 bees, but for reasons no one can pinpoint, the bees in all these hives and tens of thousands more have turned up dead. Have you ever seen it this bad?
Never, not even close. The data is showing us that this is the worst bee loss in recorded history.
Blake Shook is one of the nation's top beekeepers. He owns Desert Creek Honey and several other beekeeping businesses. One of them is rebuilding dead hives, and he's receiving an alarming number of them. Where are they from?
Yeah, these are from North Dakota that we're looking at right here. Over there, we've got Florida. Back here, we've got Georgia. I've got California over in that corner.
Bees play a critical role in U.S. food production. In addition to making honey, they pollinate 75% of the fruits, nuts, and vegetables grown in the U.S. That's $15 billion worth of crops.
If this is a multi-year thing, it'll change the way we consume food in the United States.
That's a pretty significant statement.
It's huge. It's huge. I mean, if we lose 80% of our bees every year, the industry cannot survive, which means we cannot pollinate at the scale that we need to produce food in the United States.
So what's causing the deaths, and why now?
So these are dead bees in there, and they have always an identifier for a project.
Juliana Rangel is an entomologist at Texas A&M University. She showed us the lab where they've been studying the bees.
One potential explanation is that over the last few years, we've seen some locations across the U.S. that have had lower forage available for bees. So when they're supposed to be blooming, let's say in April, they're blooming either earlier in the year or later in the year. And so we have these food deserts basically in the summer and fall that the bees sometimes cannot withstand.
Back at Shook's Bee Farm,
Here we go with the hood.
we suited up for a look at his commercial operation.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
All right, the first thing we do is smoke the entrance, and that calms the bees down.
This is what a healthy hive looks like.
And then in the center here, this is where the baby bees are raised.
These just returned from California, where the bees were used to pollinate almonds. Why are honeybees so essential to pollinating the almond
Are you
crops?
serious?
With honeybees, almonds.
Wow,
We're not going to know
these
that,
people are
cool.
stupid. I was waiting to hear what was causing it.
Okay, I'm going to go into tell you my thoughts
Okay.
on that. So I believe that what's causing the death of all these insects, not just bees, but insects in general, is they're putting pesticides directly into the plants. So now when these bees are going to pollinate and they're taking the pollen off of these other plants, and they're now they're contaminated with this pesticide, and it's killing them all.
And they're taking it straight to the queen.
Yep, they're taking it.
That's where I was going with that, because I mean, without a large scale crop dusting, if you will, I don't think there's a way to kill that many of them that quick without killing the queen.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, if you kill off all the worker bees, the queen will die anyway because she'll starve to death eventually.
Yeah,
if she doesn't survive.
Sure, but you know, there's bees out there from all different kinds of hives. You know, you kill one, you know, I don't know, because you know, you may have a bunch of bees here, but they're all going to different hives, so it wouldn't be targeted, I guess, as targeted towards one hive versus another. I'm just working off what little I learned about them in school. I'm no expert by any means.
Thomas says the plane that crashed in Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, the pilot was a top U.S. bank official. Yep, we had talked about that last night.
Really?
Hi, Fred.
Oh, there's a Fred.
What's up?
What's going on, bud?
How you doing, Fred?
I'm trying to woke up.
Dude. Another day above ground's a good day, right?
Sometimes.
I was laying there staring at the invite, trying to convince myself to get out of bed. Oh, it was rough this morning.
That's actually what gets me out of bed, is the invite. It's like, oh yeah.
Let me tell you how to do that, Yeti.
Keep a glass of water by my bed?
No, just say fuck it. He'll be there when I get up.
Well, fair enough.
Jamie's got this. I'm good.
I'm surprised you didn't just say fuck him, you know.
Yeah. Jamie's got this. I'm good.
Fuck the off.
Fuck the off.
Open.
Our Boyd says hi, Fred.
Good morning.
Okay, so now here's another conspiracy theory going around.
Okay.
Yay!
So let's have a listen to this and see what they say.
We're all gonna die.
Oh, wait.
Damn, that was rude.
It helps if I turn it up, huh? Oh, it's not talking. So they're showing the aftermath of a blast that hit one of the limos in Putin's entourage 2 days ago. Not yesterday, but the day before, I believe it was. And they're speculating that it was an attempt on Putin himself. So, what do you think of that?
I think they're... Look. He out of anyone else involved in this whole bullshit thing in Ukraine, he's practically the only one over there suing for peace. So I think they're trying to take him out to not to kill an evil man, but to prevent peace.
Yeah.
Possible.
Also, that wave was for you, our Boyd. I just didn't want to interrupt, because I'm good at interrupting.
I am too.
Dude, we've got to watch this.
Okay.
But I've got to get
Do we have to?
You're gonna want
I'm
to.
just kidding.
You're gonna
Hey,
wanna
Mike.
watch it.
Hey, Mike. Fuck you.
Fuck you, my neighbor. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Yes. Good morning. Fuck you too.
Yeah, that fucking video is funny as fuck. Fuck you, my neighbor.
What's your name? Ezekiel. Fuck you, Ezekiel. What's your name?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that was priceless.
That
You know what I
reminds me
done
of
last?
those.
You know what I done last night? Don't you bring my mom into this.
I built that fire. I built that fire over there, and then I took your mother in next to it. Fuck you.
Oh shit.
Oh, that reminds me of the old videos. Fuck you, Cuffy.
Oh shit.
All right, here. Are you watching? It's going to be
Yeah.
quick. But
You'll watch it and you'll like it.
They're playing with plasma cannons.
Really?
Kaboom.
Excuse me. The fuck
My
did
name is
they
Marcus
do?
Aurelius Carilius. What's your name? I'm Jeff.
I'm Jeff.
Yeah.
Thomas, we all did. We needed that laugh.
What did they blow up?
It was just a target, paper target.
Paper target. Okay.
Stop, Brady. I've got
That's what I was
sharp
after.
pencils right here.
Why wouldn't you do?
Well,
Why
plasma,
wouldn't you
you
guess
think-
that on
Lay
something
down.
a little better than paper?
Well, I think
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That was just a test run, I think.
No,
Okay.
find an old car for crying out loud.
Maybe a smaller prototype.
Lay down, buddy.
At 8 times slow mo. Ooh, wow.
Horn blows, does the driver?
Yeah.
Fuck you, no. Notice one of my own company come off a side street out of a damn one of our customers and didn't even fucking stop.
Damn.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Lay down, buddy.
Ryan said, fun fact about that blast, Zelensky bragged about Putin dying very soon, 2 days before the blast. Yeah, I heard that.
Now, fuck you, because you want to get in this damn brewery, I ain't gonna let you. Dickhead.
I think he's going to set it off again in a larger one here soon.
Brady.
Yeah. That's a TV field.
Dude, what kind of round are they using?
No, it's
You
pure,
can
it's
bear-
pure
Is it?
electric.
Okay.
Huh.
Okay, that would make sense. I saw that what looked like a round traveling earlier is why I thought that. But that
All right,
left a
guys, let me
perfect
check in. I'll
hole
get back
in
to
there.
you.
All right, bud.
All right.
We'll be here. Look what it did to the top of that TV.
Look at the fucking exit hole.
Damn.
Damn.
I mean, it is plastic, but still.
It's cool as shit. I
I
thought it
wonder
was
what
like
that
that.
would do to steel, if anything.
I'm not sure.
I mean, you would
Depends on-
think.
It depends on if he has the capacitors to get enough of a electrical
Lay down.
current to run through it to build up the needed heat.
Yeah, exactly. Interesting. All right, I got a joke for y'all. So
Okay.
there were these two guys living on either side of a big ass river, and every morning they'd come out and they'd yell at each other, cuss each other out, tell them if I could get over to you, I'd beat your ass. Well, one day, one of their wives looks at him and says, "You know, Joe, they just built this nice new bridge over there. You're always telling Clarence how you're going to beat his ass. Well, why don't you go over there and do something about it? He goes, okay, I am. So he marches over there, gets about halfway across the bridge, turns back, comes home. She's like, what happened? I thought you were going to beat Clarence's ass. Well, I was going to, but I got halfway across that bridge and it said Clarence, 8 foot tall. I ain't fucking with that. No way, no how, can't make me.
That's funny.
That was an old one.
Oh my God, hold on. I gotta go to my history because you gotta see this shit. There is a Brandon Tatum. Really, Fluff. Come here, baby boy. Yes, they love you too,
Yeah.
but they don't.
Our boy. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Where is it? We all knew that Joy Reid and Don Lemon were really fucking stupid. We've known this.
No debate.
They proved it. Like, seriously proved it.
Mm-hmm.
Just gotta find it. Here it is.
Vermont can't make Canada the 51st state without going to war with them. And let me explain how that happened, how that worked out the last time we tried to go to war with Canada. They burned the White House to the ground in 1814 and won the war. Canada beat us in the War of 1812.
Okay. Tell me you're fucking stupid and not... First off, Canada had nothing to do with burning down the White House. It was Britain. We weren't even at war with Canada. And we beat Britain's ass for the second time and sent them home, and that was the last time they fucked with us. These fucking morons.
That bitch makes my brain hurt.
This is why we need better schools. This is why Trump just dismantled the fucking Department of Education. It's because of this stupid shit.
Yeah, I'll take it a step further. This is why we have the schools we currently have.
And fucking Donnie Lemonhead sitting there nodding along like, yeah, you're right. Yep.
Those two don't have a single brain cell to rub together between them.
I don't think so.
And yes, I messed that up on purpose.
Now, here, I don't know if you saw this one from the Liberal Hive Mind about Jon Stewart gets a wake-up call.
Yeah, just probably on my notifications.
Here, let me get to the good stuff here.
I really like him.
Days, that's step one. Step two, which all 56 state applicants completed, is states who want to participate must submit a letter of intent. After they do
I'll be right back.
Request for up to $5 million in planning grants. Then the NTIA, step 4, has to review and approve and award planning grants.
And it's still at the NTIA.
All right, so the NTIA must issue a NOFA within 180 days. States who want to participate must submit their letter of intent. Step 3, they can request up to $5 million in planning grants.
Just planning.
Step 4, the requests are reviewed, approved, and awarded by the NTIA, which currently all 56, 3 years later, all 56 applicants had passed through at least step 5. States must submit a 5-year action plan. So the states kind of go back and they kind of think about how they're going to do this. Then the FCC must publish the broadband data maps. So then the NTIA, step 7, has to use the FCC maps to make allocation decisions. Then, having already done their letter of intent, their request for planning grants, step 7 is NTIA must use the FCC maps that were already challenged for allocation decisions. Step 8 is states must submit an initial proposal to the NTIA.
Is that the result of their $5 million planning fund? This initial
I assume,
proposal?
but then what was the 5-year plan?
And what the did they apply for? What was their NOFO?
Like, is it the initial proposal? Then what's the 5-year action?
Forget NOFO.
Okay.
MOFO.
Step 9, NTIA must review and approve each state's, again, initial proposal. Step 10, states must publish their own map and allow internal challenges to their own map. So the government has published a map. They have invited the states to challenge the map. Then states have submitted initial proposals. They then have to publish their own map and allow challenges.
Wait, who's challenging it within the state?
Well, organized interest groups, environmental groups, like I don't know who specifically, but literally anybody. This is how liberal government works now.
This is something they instituted for this bill.
For their bill. Step 11. The NTIA must review and improve the challenge results and the final map. So the NTIA has put forward a map. The states have challenged that map. Then the states have put forward their maps, had other challenges. And now the NTIA must review and approve the challenges to the state map. Step 12. States must run a competitive sub-granting process.
Oh my God. After all this has been done.
We have now lost 17 more applicants. So now 30 of 56 have completed step 12. Step 13, states must submit a final proposal. All the proposals weren't enough to NTIA. Now that goes to 3 of 56. Step 14. The NTIA must review and approve the state's final proposal, and that is 3 of the 56 jurisdictions, and states are there. In summary, states are nearly at the finish line. And it says to stop their progress now, or worse, to make them go backwards, would be a stick in the spokes of the most promising broadband deployment plans we have ever seen.
It's far worse than I could have imagined. But the fact that they amputated their own legs on this.
Exactly what we've been saying.
Okay, now did you catch that part right there from Jon Stewart? The fact that they amputated their own legs. He finally sees that too much government is a fucking problem.
I guarantee you that thought never crossed his mind.
No, because he's brainwashed into thinking the same shit as the rest of them. Until he sees it when it's finally put into practice. That's what these people need. They need to see the shit happen, go through the motions, and watch as it spectacularly fails before they realize, hey, this really is a stupid fucking idea.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Which is what I thought. Which is what I said about Kamala the whole time,
Yeah.
It would almost be good to see her get in there and see the failure that she would be. But the bad part is everybody would have to pay for her fucking bullshit.
Yeah, and then the question is, would she take it to the point where we could still get it back or not?
No, she would blow it all the fuck up. It would take 4 terms of Trump to fix her bullshit.
Yeah.
So, but I thought that was just the look on his face. At one point, I'm sorry, you couldn't see the whole video of Jon Stewart. But at one point, he literally throws his headphones off, stands up, and starts walking around the room. He's in that much disbelief at how bad that policy actually ended up being.
Mm-hmm. Huh. So let me read this right quick. I looked up what the department they were talking about. The NTIA, the National Telecommunications and Information Administration, is the executive branch's thought leader advising the president on information, telecommunications, and related technology policy. NTIA's mission, this is the important bit, is to build a better connected world through universal high-speed internet access, more efficient use of public airwaves, modernized public safety communications, and ensuring that the internet remains an engine for innovation and economic growth, relying on evidence-based decision-making and cutting-edge research. Every single thing we heard in that video about the application process, basically nullifies everything they state in their mission statement right there. I mean, you're wanting to make stuff efficient, yet you have a 9-layer application process.
Daniel's over on Rumble. He says it's going to take at least 4 terms to fix what we have now. Kamala would have made it impossible.
Yeah.
And I'm not disputing that. I think it's bad. We've got a lot of shit to work through, and the first part is
what are you doing,
going
Fred?
through and finding. He's winding up the trailer.
Winding up my landing gear.
Yep. He'll be done in a second.
I'm sorry, I'm moving my hands. So.
Oh no, you're
Oh,
good.
good.
Fine, Fred.
No, I was just wondering. That's all.
I was strangling a cat.
Well, I might end up having to do that here shortly. No, the reason I had to get up and run outside, you kept hearing that banging noise right before I got up. Yeah, I look out the pet door and there's Leo smacking the shit out of another cat.
Well,
and I went outside,
I told you.
And he's out there beating up on poor little Whiskers.
Oh no!
Told you, I'll send you the bullet.
No, I don't worry, I got that. But I just got done telling him. I said, dude, you're gonna make me have to do it. I said, I don't wanna. I said, but I'm not gonna let you terrorize and chase these things around. I still say that's what happened to Tangerine. He chased him out in the road.
Well, dude, it's nature. It's just how it works.
No, I know, but I mean, we went an entire year without, and they don't go towards the road by themselves.
He could have been chasing the mouse across the road.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta.
Why did the cat cross the road?
I've got Kitty MMA for Dave.
Because Chris is a pervert.
Maybe.
He's been stroking pussy too long. They got scared.
Well, y'all, I'm down to 15% power. I gotta roll.
Oh my God! Don't you come in here no more unless you're ready.
Y'all have a great day, man.
You too, bud.
Fuck you too, my neighbor. Fuck you too, my neighbor. Later, dude.
Funny
you
shit.
got the one.
Later,
got the one in the corner getting ready to jump into it.
Oh, I gotta restart. But yeah. Daniel says, I guess strangling a cat is better than choking your chicken.
It depends on who you ask.
Depends on, well, never mind.
I knew this girl in Canada one time, and she told
How'd
me
I
about
know?
a trip to
Canada.
McDonald's. She said she goes up there, she's standing there at the counter waiting for them to make her order, and she looks back there, and the cook's shaking her little chicken select. Saying, look, I'm choking the chicken. She looked at him and said, can you quit choking the chicken and make my chicken wrap, please?
Oh, I got kicked out again.
Froze up again.
Yeah. It's an Apple product.
Woo! I ain't saying a word.
Is it an old Apple product?
Not that old.
Doesn't matter. It's Apple.
Well, old is a relative term when it comes to Fred's point. With Apple devices, old is 1 year. That's when they start throttling your device to convince you need to buy a new phone.
After 1 year, I'll be throttling somebody to get me a new phone. That's shit ain't no better than that.
Yeah, I called up and I told them. I mean, I didn't. Let me be clear. I was in no way deluded enough to think they would actually give me a free phone. But I sent an email to them, or rather, I called them, and I told them, I was like, look, the age of the model, sure, I could see justifying how quick my battery is dying and whatnot. The physical age of the device, however, does not, because my phone was stolen in BASIC. This is practically a brand new phone. And I told him, I was like, y'all can either give me the latest iPhone for free, and I told him I've spent over $3,000 on music since I've been with Apple, and that if they didn't, I was going to take my business elsewhere. God told me to do it. So go ahead. Oh no! I trust me. Like I said, I didn't think they were going to do it. I was already.
I'm just dumbfounded you kept your phone in basic training.
That
I wasn't allowed to do that. Oh wait a minute, we didn't have phones when I was in basic training.
Well, they were in a lockbox. That's how it got stolen. They actually told us to bring them. And
say that phone call to Mom and Betty.
Remember when we watched that Coast Guard one with when Ben played it, and it showed them where they had, instead of having them all run to a payphone, they all just used their cell phones to call home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it made sense, didn't it?
Thomas said, still hoping they make a Tesla phone. I don't know that I want. I
Skittles.
don't know that I want to have one company having that much control over shit.
It's not being called Tesla. It's going to be called, what's that other communication thing he's got going on?
X?
Starlink.
No. Starlink.
Oh, Starlink. It's going to be a Starlink
satellite phone. Yeah, he wants to make it a satellite phone.
I still think he should have called that Skynet.
Skyrim?
No, Skynet.
Skynet.
I know, but I'm saying Skyrim would have been good too.
I mean, I guarantee you he could have gotten a license to use Skynet as the name. But to Thomas's point, it's not a new phone we need, it's a new OS. Because if Elon makes a phone with its own unique OS, you basically you end up having another Apple. What we need is something that can compete with Android. Give us another option other than Google to get our apps from.
There is other options. There's all kind of search engines out there.
No. I'm talking about the operating system on your phone.
Yeah, Google
I mean,
Play
sure,
Store,
sure, you could go to a website and get it, but most people prefer the convenience of an app store. Which
Skittles.
I like going through Google Play because everything comes out of my Google Play account then, and I don't have to worry about it. Like my Life 360, my Microsoft, all those subscriptions are right through Google, and I don't have to enter my credit card for everything.
Right.
Somehow I've become a beta tester for freaking Meta, and I fucking hate it.
Oh, I know how you became a beta tester from Meta.
And I cannot take it off.
I know how you did. You bought your son that Quest.
But that got nothing to do with my cell phone.
I don't know. Did he?
That's not tied to my cell phone.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
Stop, Brady.
No, it's set up through his mama's internet system.
Okay, then that blows my theory out of the water. Then I'm sorry.
Yeah, I thought about that too. I'm a pretty pretty smart feller.
What you doing,
guys, Skittles.
I swear to drunk, I'm not
Hi,
God.
Skittles. Oh, get off my phone, you shithead.
Oh, nice Skittles. Get off my phone, shithead. Or fucking whoever.
It looks like you're strangling the cat. You froze up, and it looks like you're strangling the cat.
Which one froze up, me or her?
You,
Chris.
I'm froze up.
You were.
Oh, you're fine now, but
you were positioning the cat, and it looked like it froze up. It looked like you were strangling it.
Danny says, "Friends of beta." Laughing, carrying on. Oh my.
Okay, Skittles. Hang on.
Oh shit! That
was this camera still working?
Yeah,
it's working. It just froze for that moment.
Casper's getting a drink.
Is that another camera on the box over there by the
Yep.
ball? Okay.
Yep. That's another
I thought
camera.
so. I just wasn't sure.
That one I can see up here because Leo comes into the shed.
Mm-hmm.
And so if he's in here causing chaos.
Hi.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I came out one day and the battery had died. And apparently they were upstairs fighting and had knocked a bunch of shit out of the upstairs. Yeah, they're nuts. And I think that's where Fluffy actually got that. Remember I said he had that mark on his shoulder?
Mm-hmm.
I think he got it from upstairs because the roofing nails are sticking out through the bottom.
Oh shit! Yeah.
So I think when they were fighting up there, he got caught on a nail.
Ouch.
And
Now, who said I did what?
You got caught on a nail with your nutsack.
Danny Boy thinks you're a beta.
Daniel,
you assume I have nuts.
Daniel was laughing and saying, "Fred's a beta," because you said you were a beta tester.
Yeah, I'm a beta. I'm a beta model.
Have any of you watched Ronan the Barbarian?
Nope.
Oh my god, I gotta play that. I'm gonna play that movie tonight. Wait,
Ronan or Conan?
Ronan. Hold on, I'll get it.
Like a masterless samurai. Ronin.
Yeah. Ronan.
An. Okay. No, I guess I haven't.
I guess you're not an English major either.
There you, Fred.
Huh?
You talking about me, Fred?
Yeah. Your grammar. I said, yeah, apparently you're not an English major either.
No, Fred.
Not.
I wish somebody come drive this damn load for me all the way down to Kissimmee, Florida.
No, I'm good.
Chicken shits.
Asshole.
I'm tired.
It's your own damn fault.
Oh, it's not free anymore?
I'd rather be the little old hole than the big old ass.
Oh, you gotta be kidding
Well, you are the big old ass and the little hole.
Damn.
Okay, so I looked it up, right? Of course, I have found it. But the first thing that pops up is a 2011 cartoon comedy adventure called Ronal the Barbarian.
Oh, is it Ronal? Yeah, Ronal. I'm sorry. I got it wrong.
The picture is someone standing with their ass at the top of the picture and someone like off in the distance between their legs. And the person at the top of the picture is wearing assless chaps.
Hey, I got some of them.
There's a part in the movie where the bad guy's riding his horse back to talk to his master. And he's dressed in the assless chaps. And he's sitting there. And as he's riding, you hear this smack. Woo! Smack. Woo! And then it comes in on him. And here you think he's whipping his horse, right? No, he's smacking himself in the frickin' ass.
I'm gonna have to watch this now.
It's great. I love it.
Cheek chillers, buddy.
Oh man, he's There's another part where he finds this. He has to use this invisibility lotion to get into the elves' domain, and he runs out, and all you see is his nuts.
Oh no!
That's the only part that's sticking out. So then he gets up in there, and
hold on, I got.
I missed that whole thing because my fucking earbud wanted to fall out of my ear and then disconnect from my damn phone.
Oh no!
I fucking hate it when that happens.
Poor Jamie.
Let's see.
Was dearly one.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't think I had to pay for it. All right, I'll play this movie. Actually, let's do a matinee. I'll play it at noon my time. How's that sound?
Okay.
Whatever.
But it's an hour and a half, so it'll be done before the after. Well, no, today's Monday, isn't it?
Yep.
I'm not supposed to do an afternoon show today.
By God, you win. You'll like it.
I would be able to show up anyway. Mondays and Thursdays is when that lady comes to clean the house.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. I can come out if you guys really want to have one, but I was just saying I try to help out when I know other people are doing a show later, like right an hour after we get done. Tyler and Atlas go live for 2 hours, and I know a lot of our people like to go over and watch them too. So maybe we'll just do a 1 hour show in the afternoons. How's that sound?
What the fuck?
What?
I give up.
HBO Max changed the color of their background on the app. It's black now. Why the hell?
Because they wanted to be black.
Their color's supposed to be blue.
Well, maybe they're standing in solidarity with the oppressed class now. I don't know.
Okay.
It sounded good.
Let's see. I guess Lawrence of Arabia is leaving HBO Max soon, so I need to watch that.
Brandon Herrero did the world's worst internet gun sales number 17, the Darwin Awards. 3 days ago. Have you guys watched that one yet?
No.
I like Brandon. Brandon's a good dude.
Okay.
Hold on,
I need to get a lint roller or two.
Lint roller or two.
Cats, man.
I gave up on it. Whoa. Sound. I gotta go over to Rumble and share it there. No, it's me.
Dude.
I had my sound turned up too loud.
No, I pull that air brake button. It gets a little intimidating sometimes.
I'm not worried about an air brake.
It's not the air; it's the valve popping off is what bothers me.
Yeah,
and that's my own damn doing.
Yes.
What pops in it makes that release of air.
Dude, the animation on this thing looks like a cross between Gumby and Dragon.
What, on Ronald the Barbarian?
Yeah.
Oh, wait till you meet the fucking elf. Oh my god.
I'm gonna yeah.
The elf is great.
It's only $3 to rent it on Amazon.
I have a free link. No, it's free on YouTube, dude.
Oh, is it? Well, is that the with the membership or this whatever you call it?
The subscription,
or is
maybe?
that just in general?
I don't know. I know it was free. It was playing for me, so
I guess I should look that up.
It might just be that it was shared by Edgy Animation Films. So.
YouTube movies and TV,
fucking...
yeah. I won't subscribe to the whole. Oops, we lost Chris.
YouTube thing.
There we go. Yeah, I won't subscribe to like premium or anything until I'm actually like making videos and shit. Just on principle, because I can justify doing it for business purposes, but I won't do it personally because they've taken away so many things from so many features that used to be free and just yanked them and threw them in a box and later dug them out of the box and said, "Hey, we got these. You want to buy them?"
There, try that link and see what comes up for you. It should be completely free there, Yeti.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that pictures.
I mean, I like to buy physical media when possible, but I'm not opposed to having and digital for convenience.
I won't buy anything off of YouTube movie wise. I'll rent sometimes. Like we rented Scary Movie 2 the other night and watched it. $3-4. Well, it's $4 after tax and everything, but for all of us to sit down, have a good time, and laugh and carry on, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm on the wrong email. Hold on.
You're on the wrong email.
Oh shit. Where's my glasses?
Wait, did you send it? Oh, never mind. It's right in front of my fucking face. I'm an idiot.
Good job, idiot.
Thank you.
You said it first. I was just complimenting.
Well, you followed behind rather quick.
I know, right? I'm pretty good about that, ain't I?
I'm just gonna kill that.
Let me do this.
I just gotta be an asshole sometimes. Sometimes, not all the time.
Well, I mean, it's no fun otherwise.
But you're so good at it.
I got almond flour for free last night in my grocery order.
Is dang good.
Wow.
Yeah,
I like
guess
almond flour.
I mean, I like almonds.
Almond flour is like if you're doing keto, like the keto diet and stuff like that, so you don't eat bread, like
It's
the gluten part.
Gluten, yeah, it's a gluten substitute.
Yep.
I have to look into that.
There's also coconut flour too, so there's different kinds of flour.
Yeah, I mean, I've kind of thought about trying to fashion a diet that's, of course, I'd have to have money to do this first, but
yeah.
I was thinking about crossing the carnivore and the keto. The ultimate goal of both is to send your body into ketosis.
Carnito.
And, switch it off of using sugar as an energy source. I just don't know if it would work. I mean, maybe I'd end up with more energy than I've got now, but the first Monster I drink, doesn't matter how far I'm into it, first Monster I drink undoes everything. So it'd be I'd have to stick with it if I did it.
Yep.
I did carnivore for 3 months, so I'll tell you what, that first couple of weeks is a bitch.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm in pretty rough shape already, usually. I figure, if the end result will be an improvement, I guess I can suffer a little more.
Once you get on it, it's good, but
they say it's rough the first little bit of time when your body's adjusting and
That's what I was just saying.
I prefer the fasting, but that's just me. All of us are different. We all have different ways of doing things that are best for us.
Yep.
So, whatever. If you need help with something, let us know. We'll try and support you the best we can. Find you recipes and all kinds of shit like that.
Well, where the fuck were y'all when I was doing it?
You didn't ask for help.
Up your ass.
My friend I shouldn't have to ask. My friend should just help me. But no,
you asked Cora.
Fuck you, my neighbor. Fuck you, too.
Damn it, I was about to say it.
Hold on.
There's a poor little man upset. Aww. Oh shit. Okay. I'm gonna get it. Excuse me. Sorry. Actually, no, I'm not sorry.
Volume.
Behold, Simi, life, real life, a thing that we have been denied for far too long. Good morning,
Oh shit! All right.
That's back when Eddie Murphy was still funny. He's lost his nerve.
They all did.
I still think it's... Go ahead.
I think his fame got to him. Then he had all those allegations about it being homosexual and all that other stuff, and he lost his nerve. He got depressed. And then he lost his brother and he lost his dad too. So Eddie Murphy went down when Charlie Murphy had a heart attack and died.
That's fucking weird. Okay, hold on. Oh man.
Oh man.
You need to do that.
Yeah, you did. You just didn't know it.
Shut up. No one's supposed to know.
Shut up, Oh, did I say that out loud?
Okay. So let me see.
Thomas said this best thing I did was milling my own wheat for bread.
Well, see, and I understand that, but you have to find... Well, the nice thing is most of your grains haven't been genetically modified yet. So if you can process it and mill it yourself and keep them from adding all the bullshit to it, like the bleach, which they bleach everything now, and the additives that they add to it, that makes a huge difference. But you're going to have to eat it faster because you're not going to have those preservatives and stuff in it that are going to help keep it fresh longer. What the hell is this?
What the hell is this? It's in your ass.
She has a bleeding medical phobia. This OB appointment that I just went to, the provider was amazing. She asked me what my pronouns are.
And then you ate her pronouns are obesity. Her pronouns are all you can eat. And she identifies as hungry. Were you crying out gravy? She has more chins than a Chinese phone book.
The shit that they make up, man. Why are you biting me and showing everybody your ass?
Because it's fun.
Apparently, Miss Tiny does find it fun. You get to play all kinds of games if you have your if you have YouTube Premium. What is that? Oh shit, I didn't hear about this either. Colorado father who uncovered child custody expert's fake degree.
Now, as she approaches her next court hearing, we're asking how that was possible. Karen Morford spoke with the concern for his own family prompted this larger investigation. It was actually a few days before Valentine's Day.
Having to fight for custody of his children was nightmare enough for Chad Cola.
It was really scary.
Made worse by the family investigator working on his case.
I had no way of knowing if anybody would hear.
That's crazy.
Janet McShane was responsible.
How do they not check the people's credentials?
Recommending custody. He says from the beginning.
Why? When did that become a thing? If I'm calling somebody as an expert witness from my side, I'm going back and I'm looking and I'm making sure that that thing on the wall is legit. Especially if it has something to do with the custody of my kids or medical advice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at that lady that deleted that guy, that lady cop that deleted that guy at the apartment. They had that. He was a ranger or a marshal or something. That he testified but the court would not allow him to be considered an expert witness because he was not approved by the court. It's like, you realize what it takes to get into a position like that, right?
Yeah.
Most cops can't. I think it was a Texas Ranger, or I'll look it up later. But for argument's sake, let's assume it was the Texas Ranger. Most cops cannot.
I gotta head out.
All right.
All right, Jamie. Have a great day. Be safe. We'll talk to you later.
Later. Bye.
Bye. But yeah, most cops, even in Texas, can't become a Texas Ranger because the process is intentionally hard to get through. So they are literally the best of the best. But they wouldn't allow him to be an expert witness. You know, kind of stupid, I think.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try this again. I'm trying to set that link aside so I can use it later. But it's not letting me open it in the app.
What?
The YouTube
link?
app.
Yeah,
I hit
the link I gave you.
Yeah, this is what it says. Oops, hold on, let me turn it down.
Can you copy it?
I'm gonna try again here in a second. It hadn't worked too well.
I was gonna say if you can copy it, hold down on it with your finger, and have it and hit copy. I'll just send it to your email.
It's got the button that says, oh, okay, that'll work.
Is anybody else having an issue getting it to open for them?
It may just be a Rumble thing. I mean, they've come a long way.
Yeah.
From what they were. So it may just be one more thing they have to improve upon, and I'm sure they will.
Fred's got his reflective vest on. He must be out in the yard.
I was in the brewery, yeah.
Wanted to make sure boats could see him.
Oh shit, I can't get to the links that way.
Oh shit.
I got it.
Oh, okay. Let me turn my brightness back up. I'm actually kind of surprised that worked. Refocusing my camera.
Huh.
Well, Fred, what the hell, dude?
Oh, yeah. Damn it. There we go. Okay. I fixed it.
There we go.
What the hell? That's weird. Okay, there we go. I got it. My brightness wasn't cooperating.
Everybody close their eyes while I change my shorts.
Well, I think you just got a blank email because it was supposed to paste the link, and when I hit paste, apparently it didn't. I hit send too quick. So there's a second one there.
Woo!
Thomas said Walls is starting up the Minnesota Rump Rangers.
That's too much information.
Is that going to be an NHL team or like a AHL team? I guess would be the American Hockey League, or maybe a farm team baseball team. I'm going to guess it's going to be like in arena football.
That man looks like he's never played.
It's lingerie ball.
And he's the one wearing the lingerie, right?
I don't know, but I'm going to tell you what. Some of them girls play that lingerie ball. I'll pay my money.
Right.
Fred wants to be out there on the field with him.
I want to be the referee. I want to be the quarterback. Hey, girl, what's up? Hike.
Tackle me.
Yeah. Please tackle me.
All right, before we go, I got one more for you. I got one more, and you're gonna love this. It's actually kind of a cute one.
All right, I got.
There was a security breach at the White House.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Little kid somehow squeezed through or something.
Yeah.
The kid squeezed through the fence at the White House and got onto the White House grounds.
Old boy needs to learn how to hold a kid. I mean, I get he's carrying a rifle, but come on, man.
And he hands him off.
See, that guy's held a kid before.
Thomas says they will ride ponies and pass out tampons and butt plugs. So, but yeah, security breach at the White House.
That's funny. I'll have to look into that and see what all happened after the fact. See what people are see if they interviewed the parents and whatnot.
Now here's my only concern. You're gonna have incels seeing that, and my concern is them strapping something to a kid, having them slip through and run up through. You know what I mean?
You're thinking sleeper cells.
Yes.
Incels are involuntary celibates.
Well,
I mean, it's
bad actors.
Sad that we have to, clarify that. It's a bullshit term anyway, but
I mean, the kid would be an innocent part of it anyway. I mean,
oh yeah,
the
absolutely.
kid wouldn't have any idea what the hell they're doing, or they wouldn't do it.
Yeah. I won't go into great detail because YouTube, and we're about to get off anyway. But I had a friend that was I think he was Scout Recon. I think that was technically his MOS in the Marines. And he had to do something that has proven to be the bane of just about every warrior throughout history that had that still had humanity within them anyway. And I had to have a pretty lengthy conversation with him about it, and it tore him up.
Yeah.
So
I think I know what you're talking about, and I can't imagine.
I mean, you can pretty much figure out what I'm getting at with the video we just watched, what you just said, and the context.
Yeah, I heard a lot about that happening where that they were using kids and women. To do
well. It was one of those situations. The mom packed up the kid for school or packed up the kid and sent him off to school. And right at his team that he was in charge of protecting.
And have a blessed day, everyone. It's a day of giving. Be safe, bud. Have a good day.
See you later, Thomas. So, yeah, I hope those folks at the White House don't have to deal with a situation like that, because it will destroy a man having to do something like that.
So, and on that note, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up. Head out. Let me know if you guys want to watch Ronal on Discord this afternoon, or if you want to watch it tonight, or after Tyler and Atlas, or whenever. You can watch it on your own. You have the link. I can post the link in Discord too.
Excuse me.
But yeah, it's a fun movie.
Okay, that worked. I got it pulled up now.
So, but yeah, we'll see you all later. Have a great day. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you.
All righty.
Peace.
Peace,
We're
y'all.
out. Later.